What it do, what it does, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing fantastic. And today I got something special for you. Now listen, today we're going to go over the October 26th balance updates live for you guys. I'm going to be reading these as they go along. You're going to get my reaction 100% live. Some of these changes will shape the meta going forward until the next changes, until new cards come out. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let's get right into it. October 25th, today's changes are meaningful set of shifts aimed at reducing the ceiling of our metagame's top decks. But we have a couple of buffs we're hoping to make things more interesting as we leave the spooky season. So we got Elsa Bloodstone. Her old is 2/2. If you play another card to fill a location, give it +3 power. And they're changing that from +3 power to +2 power. All right, so yeah, no, I think that that's a pretty good change, honestly. That change really makes Elsa a lot more reasonable because she was really out of control. I'm not even gonna lie, she was overpowered. You can put her in any deck and she was extremely strong. So I think this is a good change. All right, next we have Loki. He says, old on reveal, replace your hand with cards from your opponent's starting deck, give them -1 cost. And the change is going from a 3/5 to a 4/5. Obviously this is a nerf. This is a pretty sizable nerf as well, because it takes away an option to play Loki on turn 3 early to be able to use your opponent's deck against them for an additional turn. Instead, it makes it a 4-cost card that also plays into some of the options you have on turn 4, depending on what deck that you're running them in. So that is a reasonable nerf, honestly. Anytime you affect the cost of a card, it's a pretty big deal. So I'm not sure about how I feel about this card. Loki was really good when you combined him with other cards, but standalone as a card, I think he's just, you know, he's just a good card, just overall good card. However, there's a lot of cards that got nerfed because of Loki. And speaking of one of the cards that got nerfed because of Loki, we have the Collector. So the old was a 2/0. When a card enters your hand from anywhere except your deck, +1 power. And the change is from a 2/0 to a 2/2. This is definitely needed if you're going to be nerfing Loki. I mean, Collector's a strong card. I mean, it really is a strong card anytime you get cards from anywhere. But they also had nerfs to Cable and Mantis, so that made the Collector a bit weaker. So I think showing the Collector some love is actually a good change. All right, next we have Angela. All right, so Angela's old was, she was a 2/0. She recently was nerfed before, but she was a 2/0. And after you play a card here, +2 power. Now she's a 2/2. And after you play a card here, +1 power. And what they've done is they've attacked the scalability of Angela. You used to be able to abuse Angela in these Elsa Bloodstone's decks using Kitty Pryde on her, +2, then another +4 damn near using Elsa Bloodstone. So it's a big nerf to a lot of those Power Slam Elsa Bloodstone decks. And I don't know so much how much of a nerf and or buff this is for Angela. It might be an equal or a slight nerf to her because of the scalability aspect, but she does have value the immediate turn you play her. So I guess it balances itself out. And now we have Sauron. Sauron has the old ability on reveal, remove the abilities from all ongoing cards in your hand or deck. And the change is from a 3/3 to a 3/2. I mean, this is a slight nerf, but honestly, it's a slight nerf. No one really uses Sauron for the power that it has anyway. It has the effect that is very compatible in the Shuri engine. And it's a key component to the Shuri engine. I don't even think this is really touching the card at all. We'll see what happens going forward when it comes to Sauron. Next, we have Uatu. And I like Uatu. I mean, they need to do something else with Uatu. The old is he was a 1/1 at the start of the game, shows the right location to you. Change them from a 1/1 to a 1/2. I don't really see what that's actually going to do. Goes from a 1/1 to a 1/2. This card still is not, it's not really viable to play. There are so many 1 costs that have 2 power that are better and more effective than Uatu. Just knowing the right location, well, next turn you're gonna know the location anyway. So I think a good change to Uatu is you got to make him playable. You got to make him, I don't know, make him a 2-3 or 2-4 or something like that. I don't know. Next we got Hell Cow. The old effect is 4/6 on reveal, discard 2 cards from your hand. Now he's going from a 4/6 to a 4/8. This is a huge buff for Hell Cow. Honestly, I think this will actually start to get Hell Cow in a lot of discard decks. If you know me, you know I love discard. I'm a discard player. I enjoy discard. And I think putting Hell Cow in the deck, he will no longer be an idiot. He will be a usable card, especially if you can dump your entire hand and get Apocalypse. You could discard him twice in the same turn, bang, bang, back to back, and you'll have a really strong APOC. All right, now last but not least, we have Spectrum. Spectrum says the old effect on reveal, give your ongoing cards +2 power, and they're changing this from a 6/5 to a 6/7. Now this is good. This is a fantastic change and probably my favorite change, because Spectrum is supposed to be like a boss character, a boss card, and she didn't really feel like a boss card, even though she gave everyone +2 power. She's a 6 cost, and 6 cost cards should feel like boss cards. They should feel like cards that you play and you organize your entire deck to synergize around it, and this change will help in that effort. I think she should be a 6/7. This is a good one. Good job on the guys. So overall, with some of these balance changes, I like most of them. I think they're a good change, especially the nerfs to Elsa Bloodstone and Loki. I think they were getting out of hand, especially Elsa Bloodstone with Loki. It was really getting out of hand, but I think they did a good job. And I just wanted to give you guys the update on the balance changes. Make sure if you like more videos like this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. Make sure you keep on giving the ops that custom cook, and I'll see you guys next time.